Hello everyone, and welcome to week 15 and 16 of English 213. This week we will be combining weeks 15 and 16 due to the Thanksgiving holiday. Please complete the following before the end of week 16. This is December 8th at 11:59 p.m. Watch this lecture. Read The Restoration in the 18th Century, that's found on pages 1660 to 1785. Read The Restoration and the 18th Century, 1660 to 1785, found on pages 2177 to 2205. Read selections from Afra Ben. We're going to be reading Orinoco, and that's found on pages 2313 to 2358. You're going to participate in the week 15-16 reflection. You're going to take the week 15-16 quiz, and you're going to turn in your paper, your second paper, which will be due on December 8th at 11:59 p.m. So, to start off, it's really important that you find out a little bit more about who Afra Ben was. Afra Ben was not only an amazing writer of novel biography, which is what we're going to be reading this week. She was also an amazing poet. And I have a link here to a really great biography about her found on the Poetry Foundation website. She lived, no one really knows for sure who she was, but what she wrote was considered scandalous. And she was also compared to Sappho in regards to how she wrote poetry. So please go ahead and read this bio about Afra Ben so you have some background before you start reading her book, which we're going to be talking about next. So Orinoco was published in 1680, and it is based partly on Afra Ben's own experiences traveling to the West Indies. She was there for several months, and she met a prince while she was there, who Orinoco, it seems to be modeled after. The form of this text it's a hybrid prose narrative. The main characters include Orinoco, Imonida, his wife, the king of Coromantien, that's Orinoco's grandfather, Treffry, who's Orinoco's master, William Byam is the deputy governor, Bannister is Orinoco's executioner, and the narrator, who is really Afra Ben. The key themes are nobility is innate, it's not a product of culture, art and sophistication are corrupt, love and honor are the overriding concerns of the hero, death is more honorable than slavery, and idealism cannot survive in the real world. I've listed a bunch of key passages here I'd like you to pay attention to as you're reading. One thing to really think about is to think about how current, as we saw in Paradise Lost, the idea of this heroic poetry was very, very popular. The Odyssey, the Iliad were circulating in translation at this time, and also there's the deep connection in English literature to the Arthurian legend in regards to being heroic. And we see it's as far back as Beowulf, that idea of the heroic and what that means. I'd like you to keep that in mind as you're reading the descriptions of Orinoco, as you're seeing how he operates, and in this text, when he's captured, and how he's treated, and the choices he makes in the terrible situation that he's in. So please review these passages as you're reading. Then I'd like you to write a 250 to 500 word response where you answer at least one of the four questions. I added one of the four questions listed below about Afra Ben's Orinoco. In what way is Orinoco heroic? What are his dominant characteristics? How does he compare with other heroes of literature? How does the novel represent slavery? What are Orinoco's attitudes towards slavery and the narrators? In what sense does Orinoco become exemplary in the conclusion of the novel? What is he a symbol of? Or finally, Afroben's Orinoco shows the horror of one slave's treatment without openly condemning the institution of slavery. The color of the hero's skin seems less important to Ben than his royal blood. Why might Ben have chosen the tale of an African prince to express her royalist views? What image of the slave trade does Orinoco give, apart from the sufferings of its royal hero? Finally, I want to remind you, your second paper is due on December 8th. Please make sure you come see me if you have any questions whatsoever, you want to discuss your topic. I'm in my office. I am here on Mondays and Wednesdays. I unfortunately will not be here this Wednesday due to the Thanksgiving holiday, but I'm also available via email if you have questions, and I'll be back next week on Monday and Wednesday from 12:30 to 3. That's it, guys. After this, we'll be doing a final review, and then you'll be taking your final for this class. So have fun, work hard, and let me know if you have any questions. I look forward to seeing you online.